Hi. This week I want to share something that I've been sitting with, something that feels especially alive as we step into a new year. I've been reflecting on anxiety, intensity, and those familiar inner experiences I know many of us meet at moments of transition, anger, sadness, burnout, restlessness. And I want to offer a reframing that's been deeply supportive for me. What if these experiences aren't signs that something is wrong, but signs that something is waking up? This New Year's brought this into sharp focus for me. Anxiety came to pay me a visit on New Year's Eve. Not in an overwhelming way, but in a way that was noticeable. Heading into the evening, I felt the anxiety in my body, a little unanchored. And so a simple check-in with Tiffany, what we call the scale of receptivity, what we use for our relationship, but also with all the clients that we work with, and at the events and workshops, retreats we facilitate, it really helped settle me in. But later, in the middle of the celebration, something deeper revealed itself. Despite my love for movement, my body struggled to find its flow on the dance floor. Despite my love for conversation, my mind struggled to stay present with people. There was a lot of energy moving that night, many rhythms, many nervous systems, many inner worlds and outer worlds colliding. And looking back, I'm genuinely grateful for the discomfort, even if I didn't realize it or feel it that way at the time. Recently I've been studying what in Sanskrit is called Śaktipāta. I'll leave the video there. It translates roughly as the descent of power, but not power in the way that we might usually think of it. It's that moment when attention stops moving outwards and begins to turn inward. Not because you force it, but because something inside knows there's more truth to return to. Śaktipāta doesn't mean enlightenment. It doesn't mean you've arrived. It simply means you've discovered the path. And that's where sadhana, the spiritual practice, begins. Practice doesn't necessarily mean meditating every day, though that may come and it may go. Instead, it means choosing again and again to trust that the pain you're experiencing is trying to communicate something. That anxiety, that sadness, that restlessness, that tiredness might be inviting you to shed a self-image that no longer fits, to return to truth, to remember the joy of presence, that quiet bliss of awareness. In Tantra, this is something called Cit-Ānanda, the joy of awareness. Awareness bliss, not a permanent state, but a remembering that's always available. The reason we suffer, why we feel out of alignment with life, is often because part of us knows something feels off. Even when we can't see the finish line, even if we stumble on and off the path, once you've glimpsed that the path exists, you can't unknow it. That's awakening. And if you could forget, if you could plug back in to the matrix, into unconscious comfort, would you really want to? One of the biggest insights for me this week has been that attention is power. Sovereignty doesn't begin when life becomes easy. It begins when we start noticing our own experience without turning away. When we learn to stay with ourselves, especially in moments we'd rather escape. That's where the real alignment begins. If this or anything that I've shared resonates with you, if you find yourself navigating anxiety, intensity, or transition even, and sensing there's something deeper that's asking you to meet it, then just know that you're not broken, you're not behind, you may be right on time. If you'd like to explore this way of living more closely, you're welcome to join application for being part of the Aligned Living Collective. Currently a free WhatsApp space where each week I share Tantric teachings and I'm actively sitting with, and how they're meeting real challenges in my life, and how they might support you and yours. If you're interested in deeper one-on-one work, you can also explore working with me directly through aligned yoga, nervous system attunement, and tantric conversational hypnotherapy. You'll find all the links to all of this in the description. Wishing you a beautiful day, evening, night ahead. Take care, and thanks for being here.